Welcome to the New World Order Showcase Podcast. Your host, Jill Hart, the Coach's Alchemist. Couldn't be more excited to have you join us today. On this podcast, we celebrate the champions of change, the up-and-coming life, health and transformational coaches who are fearlessly stepping forward to make a difference in the world. Get ready for inspiring stories, practical tips, and powerful moments that will motivate you to make a positive change in your life and those around you. We're happy to have you join us on this incredible journey as we dive into the world of life, health, and transformational coaches who are lighting up the path towards a better tomorrow.
Hi, and welcome to the New World Order Showcase Podcast. And in our continuing mini-series of episodes, we have Amy Thurman joining us today. And Amy is here to talk about the secret to turning tragedy into triumph, as she has experienced some life-altering problems in her life, and she has overcome them in an amazing way. So help me welcome Amy to the show. Amy, we're so glad to have you here. See you
Jill,
again.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. I appreciate you taking the time to do this.
It's always a pleasure getting to chat with you. I love what you're doing. I love your story, and I think you should tell it to our listeners.
All right, well, let's do that. So as Jill said, I'm Amy Thurman, and I live with a broken neck. In 2014, which at this time was 9 years ago, I passed out, landed on my face on the hardwood floor. The impact sheared my brainstem, caused a traumatic brain injury, and it actually broke my neck, but that went undetected for 6 months. And it was 9 months before I could have neck surgery. But there was just so much damage done in those 9 months that I continued to live with a broken neck. And so for the first year after the accident, I had to lay flat in a bed for 23 hours of every day. I literally could not lift my head up. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. They kept looking to try to figure out why my head was hurting so badly. That's why they missed my neck injury. But I couldn't do anything for myself. Literally, I had to wear a mask over my eyes. I had to wear earplugs. I couldn't talk. I couldn't see. I couldn't hear correctly. And I couldn't even take myself to the restroom, Jill. I literally was laying flat. Could do nothing for myself. My family had to do everything for me. And so you can imagine, I went to a deep, 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 dark place that I would never wish on anyone. And I decided that I didn't want to live. I didn't want my family to have to do that. I didn't want to be that burden to my family. And so I considered using my pain medication to make that happen, because I was not living. I was merely existing. And I had this moment of clarity where I remember thinking, what if I don't just resign myself to lay here and die? What if I actually try to get better? And if I do get better, maybe I'm able to use my story to help other people. And it was in that moment that I decided, as a former educator and social worker, I was motivated to help other people. And so I decided to fight to live with the intention of using my story to help other people. And so I had to change my mindset. I had to take all the negativity that was there, change that. There's a whole process I went through that you'll find out later in the other podcast interview. And I turned it around. I had to relearn how to walk. I had to relearn how to drive. I had to relearn everything. I had to advocate for myself to actually figure out my neck is broken. Someone figure this out. Went through all of that. And now I run a very successful business that I operate most of the time from my bed.
And it is so fantastic. Amy also runs a Facebook group, and I just love going in there because it's always so inspiring. And she just she makes you feel like you're part of the girls group.
That's my goal. I'm so glad you feel
girls
that way.
group.
good.
I love your story, and I love how you have triumphed over a horrible tragedy that most people would have just taken the pills. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
to be living like that is such a horrific sentence. And that you managed to just pull it all together and overcome that. I mean, right now, I realize this is a podcast, so most people can't see that you're actually sitting up. And I know that you stand up and you walk around and you can drive your car. This from a woman who was laying in her bed 23 hours a day because she just couldn't function. That is an amazing story, Amy. And I'm so glad you shared it with us.
Oh, thank you so much, Jill.
And be sure and listen to the whole longer episode where Amy goes into all of the details of how she overcame this horrible tragedy and is just living her best life right now, but not just for herself, but everybody that she comes in contact with are just like, their whole day is brightened just from knowing her.
Aw,
So,
aw, so
thanks,
sweet.
Amy. I
Thank you,
really
Jill.
appreciate you joining me.
Thank you so much for tuning in to another empowering episode of the You World Order Showcase podcast. We hope you've enjoyed hearing from our incredible life, health, and transformational coaches who are making a profound impact on the world. Remember, change begins with you, and you have the power to transform your life and the lives of others. If you want to take that next step and unlock your true potential, visit thecoachesalchemist.com, where you can find the 3 ways we can help you for free to spin your talent into gold with clarity, a system, and a plan. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss an inspiring episode. And if you enjoyed today's show, we'd greatly appreciate it if you could leave us a review on your favorite podcast platform. Your feedback means the world to us and helps us reach more people with our positive message. Stay connected with us on social media for updates, behind-the-scenes content, and upcoming guest announcements. You can find us on Facebook at the You World Order or simply visit thecoachesalchemist.com.